What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Across the Board, sponsored by MBM. Yeah, myself, JD from Line Movers. To my left or to my right, I'm not really sure which actually way you are, but we have our guy, Jefe. Everybody knows him. And then below here, we have our special guest, Nick. Nick, how are you doing today?
Doing great. The weather is a little down, but we're up. We're gonna make the best out of this. We're gonna have a great show.
For sure. Love to hear that. Jefe, how are you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good, doing good. I think this is my first alpha-less day on the show. And to be honest, I'm thrilled. That means that I get a lot more speaking time. Sucks
Yep.
to be you guys. Good luck dealing with me without anybody cutting me off.
Love it. Uh, Thomas in the chat, he is actually already talking about the Seahawks.
Tommy, slow the roll,
That's-
baby. Come on.
let's
Slow
say-
the roll.
we are definitely going to hit that one. Don't worry about that. Got Jabo in the chat. What's up, man? I think we missed you on, I think it was yesterday's show. Glad to see you back in the chat. As always, we have our guy, Joseph.
Joseph, let me tell you something. I'm exhausted. Back to back 3 ways. My legs hurt. My back hurts. My knees hurt. I'm exhausted. But we might have to run that another one today. I'm gonna pop some pain meds and just really get to work here.
Yep, may have to run that back because last night for that we did have the Red Sox. That was a nice sweat-free win.
Some of
But-
us sweating.
But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into that, and let's go ahead and do our Wednesday recap, guys. Nick, how was your Wednesday?
Let's just say I'm happy that Thursday football is back. MLB. I've been getting the word hooked on some of my little parlays that I've ran. My 2-leg parlays. I would need one more strikeout, and the pitcher either decides to not do good that inning or they pull him. So I'm just happy that Thursday football is back, and we are ready to have a great Thursday.
Yes, sir. Hefe.
Oh man, I came on the show yesterday and I told people, go to your bank, go to your mom's bank, go to your savings account, go to your life insurance, dig up money, rob money, doesn't matter. Put it all on the Yankees minus 1.5. I don't give a shit if it was minus 160. They never let me beat a sweat. Fantastic showing by them. I also on here said, don't even think about believing in the Tigers, and that was absolutely true, and that's an absurd situation. Nick, we were talking about yesterday. Do you know that the Guardians on this September 12th, 13 days ago today, were plus 10,000 to win the division? Today, I just looked. JD, yesterday, what did I say they were? Minus 200 something? Today they're minus 585.
Woo.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
This
That
might
is
be
wild.
one of the worst collapses that I could remember.
It's
as of
right
right
there
now.
when it's
The
right there when
right-
the Mets collapsed to
Yep.
the Phillies.
And I can remember the Phillies had a pretty bad collapse, like right before that too, like sometime
Yeah.
in 2018, I think it was. But this
I,
is like,
I remember the Mets. It was 9 games. I remember that vividly. I don't know how late it was, but this was 12 games.
yeah,
That's almost impossible. But we're obviously
Yeah.
seeing that it's very possible right now. And then lastly, Mets are gonna Met that whatever. Then God bless. I don't even know what to say. Sorry.
Yeah, the Mets are a team I just can't stand them currently. Well, really for the past month or so. They're just a team that I can't seem to figure out. But yeah, for myself, was definitely a good day. Jefe has actually already spoke up most of those games. As far as Cleveland goes, that was a nice winner. That was fun because we actually locked that in and actually minus 125. It closed at minus 155. Got a nice win there. As far as the Red Sox, as y'all know, I played the money line. I played the team total over and played the first 5 team total over also. So all of those were nice and sweat free. As far as the baseball card, my only loss was on the Marlins' first 5 team total over. I needed them to get 2 runs, and they only got 1. Looking back at that one, the play there was definitely the full game over. That was definitely the look there.
Home runs.
Yep. Got Red Hot Take is asking, where is Alpha? Alpha has the day off. Where he is exactly, I'm not really sure. But he has a well-deserved day off today. We got Bruce in the chat. What's going on, man? Glad to see you here. Looks like you're saying Seattle team total over 4.5. I would assume you're talking about the Mariners there. Now everybody's coming in. J-Bo, where the hell is Alpha? Guys, do not worry.
Guys, I'm confused. Am I not enough for you? Is Nick not enough for you?
Come on, we're gonna put together a great show here.
I can mimic Alpha. Ready? Here I go. Jackson Dart's the best quarterback in the world. Giants, bro. 12-0 from here. You guys don't even understand. Dart, Scatterbo, they're gonna be the next Thunder and Lightning. We're winning this week. I don't care.
That was pretty spot on. Oh, and yes.
In the next segment, I'll do my Yankees take thing.
Okay. We actually have Hector in that. Sorry, comments coming in quick, guys. Sorry about that.
Dude,
Hector,
we're popular today.
Yeah, we are. As far as actually Hector, definitely liked that one. We got somebody else here in the YouTube chat. First time here, man. Glad to have you. We are about to go over a great slate of games here. Got our guy Mason in the chat. Best impression ever. And I would have to agree with that. And Joseph, like you're saying, it is true. It is officially dart season. So it is.
Oh, it is, but that is not a today conversation. That is a long 3-hour tomorrow conversation in which me and Alpha will not agree on any single freaking thing because I'm realistic and most Giants fans are in La La Land. I told you this on our Tuesday show. I think when the news came in, or Wednesday, whenever it was, no, Tuesday.
Yeah.
My survivor pick's been locked since that announcement. It's the Chargers. It's the Chargers. That's all I want to say.
Yep, agree there. Don't worry. As far as the NFL game props, we will be getting to those. Do not worry there. But first, guys, we're going to hit a little college football.
Great games.
It is some great games going up. First game we got going, we got number 4 ranked LSU going into number 13 ranked Ole Miss. Ole Miss is laying minus 1.5 points here with a total of 55. Jefe, excuse me.
Don't die.
I am going to start with you here.
Let's rock and roll here, you fellas. I mean, on paper, if you show me this matchup before the season started, I'm thinking LSU is walking in there minus 9.5 favorite. Today, we're looking at it, as we know, week 5. And am I shocked that Ole Miss is a favorite at home? No. By the way, timeout. You guys hear about all this off-the-field crap going on with Lane Kiffin and his daughter? Because that's just amazing. Amazing. I genuinely, for just sports talk and pop culture talk, hope that she breaks up with him Saturday at about 7:30 p.m.
That would be great.
That would just be, and then Monday, whoever they're playing next week, she's with that guy. It's the perfect insider. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Feeling like I'm taking Ole Miss here, and I'm taking Ole Miss because I think that they can confuse LSU's defense. Ole Miss is a really solid running. Honestly, they're great offense, but I love their running backs. And I think if they can utilize and set the tone with their running game, they can make this day on LSU's defense very difficult. On offense, what do you guys feel about Newsmeyer? I mean, I'm just like this. I'm like this. Yeah, he's there. He's giving. You know what he's giving? He's giving Bo Nix at Auburn vibes to me. He's there.
Yes.
He's there. Like, yeah, I know about him. He's there, but I'm not like, whoa.
I don't think if you put the ball in his hands, he could go win you a game. Like in a big game, that's how I feel. Like he is not like someone. If you put the ball in his hands, he will drive the team down the field, get you a touchdown in a big game. I'm just not Garrett Nussmeier truther. He's a good quarterback, but again, if it comes down to it, I don't think he's going to win you a game.
Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, there's like a lot of people that are really high on ICM. And I think that the guy who's actually not on the show currently is actually one of those guys. To me, he has the flashes, where he does look really good. But then he has the rest of the time where he seems really kind of average.
That's what it is. He's average. Let's really discuss right now for a quick second. There was a lot of hype about him after week 1 because they beat a Clemson team that we all thought, me definitely included, were going to be a championship contender. As we know now, Clemson, are they still in the ACC or did they get moved down to JUCO? Because I literally don't know anymore. Okay, I've never seen a team
hung 34 on them.
Exactly. I've never seen a team go from ranked national television games that when they're on ABC, CBS to getting the 12 o'clock Syracuse game on fucking Nickelodeon so quick. It was so fast that they snatched that from Clemson. Doesn't even exist anymore. So is that LSU win over them 17-10, by the way, when you just dropped what Syracuse dropped on them last week, even that impressive?
No, it's not.
And they also
I gotta say my references are on point right now.
Yeah.
And he didn't look that well against the Florida team as well. They only put 20 against the Florida team.
Great point, Nick. Great point. Miami looked unstoppable against them. I'm not a Beck supporter either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, neither am I.
Well, Nick, what are you thinking here?
I'm kind of with Jefe here. I am on Ole Miss. I think to beat Ole Miss, you're gonna have to put up 35 or more. And I just don't think that Nussmeier is gonna get it done. I believe Lane Kiffin is probably one of the best offensive minds in the game, and he will draw up schemes to get this offense points. And that's where I'm at with the Ole Miss game there.
Yeah, guys, this is a game where I honestly do not have that much because I think this game is priced very, very well. This is priced actually as a coin flip game. And that's basically what I think that this game will probably end up being. As far as the over, you've heard Lane, he was saying actually like take the over. We don't know exactly what he was saying, take the over to, but he has done some things like this. And actually that's what he actually has meant. So, but as far as the total, I actually really think that's fair also. At the end of the day, though, as far as the LSU defense, I do trust them more. So when it comes time to get that big stop towards the end of the game, I do trust them more. So as far as the LSU side, that is how I would lean. But this is definitely not a play. And actually, Jabo, yes, that is actually what we started this actually out with. It makes this game fun. To definitely say it there.
I think this is also a game for the Ole Miss quarterback to prove himself. He's coming out of a D2 college game, like D2 college, and this is his first big test in the SEC. Big game, prime time. See what he could do. I think Lane Kiffin is gonna, draw up great plays for him. But I think that would be where the LSU defense has the edge as well, because this is his first big game coming from a D2 college.
Definitely agree there. All right, fellas, let's go and move on to our second game, which is another rather large game. That is number 17 ranked Alabama going into Georgia, who is ranked number 5. Now, this is an interesting game because Georgia has won 33 straight home games. I'll say it again, 33 straight home games. I believe their last home loss was in 2019. I think it was that double overtime loss, South Carolina. So anyway, yes, they have not lost at home in quite some time. Um, Nick, let's start with you here. What do you have, man?
Uh, so I'm just gonna start with my pick first, and I'll break it down. I'm on Bama here. I think this is a very big game for Kalen DeBear to prove himself. I already, a lot of Bama fans, they're big Alabama guys. They're ready to tear it down to get Kalen DeBear out of there. I think he needs to prove himself in a big game, get them to 3-1. I didn't like what I saw out of Georgia from the Tennessee game. Um, Tennessee was able to pass on them. I know Georgia pulled it out, but I think Bama is going to be a different game for them. I think they will be able to spread them out, throw the ball, have a better passing attack. Georgia does not have that good of a pass rush as they used to have, and I think that with Jam Miller back, they'll be able to, get those short yardage downs and keep the chains moving. And I believe Bama will be able to disrupt the Georgia offense. So I'm on Bama here. Roll Tide.
Definitely understand that. Are you going to play them plus the 3 or
I'm gonna take them money line, honestly.
money line? Okay.
Yeah, I think this is a must-win game for them. They need to go, especially a must-win game for Kalen DeBear. I think he knows that he needs to walk out of there with a win.
All right. Mr. Jefe picks. What are you thinking here?
I'm aligned with Nick, except I'm going 3.5 minus 130 odds. This has 34-31 single overtime written all over it. And I could see that going for either side. I love that I can get the hook. I love the hook. Hate getting hooked. Love having it. This is going to be a game that I think is going to start a little slow, and then you're going to see the offenses get going. Nobody wants to be the first team to make the mistake. Georgia's not an easy place to play, as you said, JD. Georgia's also coming off of a humongous win. Really tough one against Tennessee. Bama, I mean, listen, they got upset in the first week, but FSU was not who we thought FSU was. That's for damn sure. So that loss is looking good 4 weeks in, as good as a loss can be, at least. Then they ripped apart University of Louisiana Monroe 73-0. And then last week, Wisconsin, 2 weeks ago, I guess, Wisconsin got taken down by them 38-14. They're not crushing it. This is definitely, obviously, their biggest test. Georgia's already tested versus Tennessee, and I hate that spot because Georgia, they already had that week last week where they had to level up to their opponent. This is Alabama, in my opinion, their first time, because they obviously didn't show up to play against week 1 in Florida State. That frightens me, but I think Nick made a really good point. DeBoer, he needs this. He hasn't had a signature win yet. He needs this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, before I go here, there is a question we have here, and we're going to answer that first. What are y'all's thoughts on Ty Simpson? I'll go first, and I really like what I've seen from him out of the past couple weeks. And I am thinking that is going to, transfer over and keep going into this game here. But yeah, guys, you have any thoughts here?
Yeah, I think I like his progression since FSU. He's making really good reads. He's made some great throws that I was like, wow, that's a really good throw. He's able to put the ball where it needs to be. And I think Georgia, they're not going to be able to get to him. Alabama is going to be able to. I think Georgia's pass rush was ranked really low. And I think he's going to have time to make those reads and get his playmakers the ball.
For me, I like Simpson. He hasn't made a mistake yet. No interceptions. I want to see him get Ryan Williams involved in the offense a little more. That guy is probably the second or third best wide receiver in the nation, obviously behind Jeremiah Smith, and honestly, maybe even behind Zachariah Branch, was actually on the other side of this, is what I'm just realizing, this matchup. But Ryan Williams has to be the go-to. He can't be the second best wide receiver on their team. I know Bernard is the upperclassman, but Williams has too much talent. And I really want to see more of the run game in Bama, to be honest with you. I mean, guys, we're all pretty much just around the same age. When I was growing up, Alabama's culture was we're going to have the best running back in college football. Good luck stopping him. And then when you do stop him, we have 3 wide receivers that are going to get drafted in the NFL, and their backups are also going to get drafted. They just don't get to play right now. So and then they always have a random tight end who never pans out in the NFL. Shout out Patriots.
I think with they said Jim Miller's healthy now, so hopefully with him coming back, you would see a better run game from them this game.
Yeah, good point.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get into my breakdown of this one now. Just like I said to start this game, Georgia has won 33 straight home games. It's tough to go away from that. As far as this number at 3, I actually make this number dead on 3. So I don't really see any value, but as far as a money line play, as far as on Georgia, that is the only way that I could personally go here. But at this one, I am not going to play a side. I'm going to play something else here. And as far as kind of what I was already talking about, the past couple weeks, as far as the Bama, as far as their offense, I've really liked what I've seen. I know as far as the teams they've played have not, been the top tier teams, but still, I just really like what I have seen there. And so far to the over, they are 3-0, and they are covering that by 10.3 points per game. They are a dead nuts over team to start the year. Georgia is 2-1 to the over, and they're actually covering their games to there about actually 4.8 points per game. Kind of like Nick said, as far as the Georgia defense, as far as their last game, and as far as actually like Tennessee, they kind of showed like what you can kind of do against them here. And especially that deep ball. That was a game that was a very high scoring game that I wasn't expecting to be such a high scoring game. But today it just comes down as far as this total. It's at 52. It does have the hook on it now. I still like the over there. I actually bet this. We actually gave this out to clients a couple of days ago, and was at 51 then. But it is still in a price range that I think is definitely playable because I have this game closer to 60 here. Really, really not that close. So yeah, that is my favorite play by far. Got Jabo in the chat saying roll mother effing tide. Jabo was asking where the hat is. The hat is always around, man. But I can't wear it today, though. I cannot wear it today. Oh, gosh. Well, guys, are y'all ready to move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now we got really the biggest game of the night, and to me it sucks that the Alabama and Georgia and now this Oregon Penn State game starts at the exact same time. Definitely would have been nice to have this game split up, but we got number 6 Oregon here coming into University Park to play the 3rd ranked Penn State. Penn State is laying -3 in the hook here. Total is 52.5. We got two extra top ranked teams here. There's a lot going on here. I am going to let Jefe start here first.
This is the game of the day for a reason. Penn State, not only is it Penn State, it's whiteout night, one of the craziest environments in sports, not just college football. Oregon's coming across the country. Dante Moore is about to get his real first taste of conference football. And I think these two teams are so different, both in their offensive styles, how they're coached, the coaches, literally everything about it. Penn State's nitty gritty, the common man's football team, and that's how they play. Oregon is shiny new jerseys every single week, and fancy schmancy gadget plays on offense, crazy throws, and there's really no statistical reasoning for what I'm gonna tell you. I love Oregon in this game. I do. I'm gonna take them plus 3.5. I don't got the balls to take them on the money line, but I do think I'm going with the better quarterback here, and I take more over Al. I don't know how you guys feel. I also think that if you're in the awards market, the futures market for the Heisman, if you believe Oregon wins this game, then you should throw a couple dollars on more Heisman before this game starts. He's the second. Oh damn, didn't know it. He was the second. He's the runner up right now for Heisman. Mendoza's leading it from Indiana, rightfully so. Shout out him. But if Moore goes into Happy Valley and gets a win on Whiteout Night, and is the reason they get the win, he's the Heisman favorite. But my pitch play with this game is Oregon plus 3.5. I like Dan Lanning more as a coach too, or James Franklin. I just do. And the only thing that scares me is the environment of Penn State, because that's a hefty place to play, and that's a complex offense that Dante Moore is running, and I don't know how they're going to get away with audibles, high routes at the line of scrimmage, because that place is deafening.
Yeah. And with actually something you just said, I am actually going to jump in here next. Is can James Franklin win the big game? That's what is always asked. And it seems like he never can. But this is what I would consider one of those big games. As far as Jefe, what you were saying also, it actually is a whiteout night. This is a tough place to actually go and play. And as far as like early in the week, I thought I was going to be on Penn State here. I really did. But after taking a deeper dive into this game, as far as the side, the only way that I could play this one would be on the Ducks side with that hook. But I'm also not playing that. And then we have Joseph here in the chat dropping a good stat. As far as Franklin is 4-12. 4-20 versus top 10 teams. That record is not good. What we have here, as far as the total goes, guys, I'm also looking at that again here. We like everybody knows that both of these teams can put up points. As far as Penn State, though, they have not covered a single spread so far. And as far as a James Franklin team, that is kind of what they're known for. James Franklin knows what that number is and tries to actually beat that every game. So when you're looking at it here, and I see that they've been playing these other, the teams they've been playing, and they haven't needed to, really blow teams out, as much as they, or actually basically where I'm going here is I don't think as far as the good plays that they haven't brought those out yet. This actually reminds me of, it was the Chiefs, from what was that, 2 seasons ago or 3 seasons ago now, where we always said actually Andy Reid didn't bring out the good plays. But this is one of those games where I think we are going to see actually Penn State bring out those actually good plays. This total, this is once again, I bet it at 51 and the hook. It has actually moved up to 52.5 now. Still like it there. This is the same thing as last game for me, guys. I have this total closer to 60. This is a game where I could see Penn State kind of actually jump out here. And actually then Oregon actually comes back. There's how I would think that's how I would think that this game goes. But for me right now, pregame, I am going to stay off the side, but I am going to bet this game over. Nick, what are you thinking here?
Man, if there's 2 things about this game, well, one thing that we know about this game is that we know nothing. we don't. Neither of these teams played any teams that we could, really get a good draw on how they're gonna, play against real competitive teams. We know Oregon is just gonna make it a track meet. Penn State, like you said, hasn't covered anything. Their offense has probably looked average at best. I'm not impressed by their offense. They've been winning against mediocre teams as they should. I'm not a Drew Aller guy. I don't think he's a good quarterback. So when it comes down to that, it's either one or two things that's going to happen here. Oregon's going to turn it into a track meet, and can Drew Aller put up the points to keep the game close and win? Or is Penn State going to control the line of scrimmage, run the ball, and make Oregon have to score within 3 minutes or so, and put pressure on that offense? And to me, I'm gonna have to go with Oregon here, just because I'm not a believer in Penn State. It's probably one of my least favorite plays, so I'll put that out there because I just don't know enough of either way. But if you got to the head or whatever, I'm going with Oregon here. I don't believe in James Franklin. I don't believe in Drew Aller. If Oregon gets their way, they're gonna hang 60 on Penn State or 50, and they're gonna make Penn State have to score with them. Drew Aller's probably gonna turn over the ball once or twice. I'm not a believer in him, and I'm just gonna ride Oregon here.
Like it. Well, it sounded like we are all either on.
And I do like I know Moody said Singleton over 59.5 rushing. I do think that's a good play. If we're going player props, I think that's a good one because, again, Penn State is going to have to be able to run the ball and control that line of scrimmage for them to win this kind of game.
Like it. Well, guys, before we move on, we actually do have a YouTube comment. Christian is asking, do we have any early baseball action? Christian, I personally do not. As far as the baseball slate today, I only have one play, and actually that is in a game later on tonight. Fellas, do y'all have any early baseball?
I do not. Nothing in any game that starts before 6:40 Eastern.
If I like the Astros money line here, they got Framber Valdez. They need to win games to get this playoff spot, and going against JT again. Astros are pretty good against righties. I think it's a good spot for the Astros to get a win because they have to win.
Shit, they had to win last night too.
I was about to say
a lot of teams got to win and they haven't been, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that's one of those teams that has to win, but I'm not gonna back them. So
yeah,
that's crazy, bro. Nobody in the NL wants that damn last wildcard spot. I'll tell you that.
Right. Then we have Thomas here and says he is leaning the J side.
I'll touch on that quickly. I don't know how you could be leading the Jays right now. If there's one thing they've proven to you, literally based on the conversation that we just said, they literally are proving to you they don't want to win. They are proving to you they're unserious right now, and I'm not putting my money on an unserious team. Yep. Not in the last game of a big series.
Yeah,
I can.
There's no way. There's just no. That's like me putting my money on the Tigers today, rather than light it on fire.
Totally agree. Well, fellas, I believe it's that time. It's time to get into a little NFL. And everybody knows what game we have going on tonight. We have the Seahawks going in to Arizona to play the Cardinals here. Both of these teams are 2-1. I believe, did they both lose to the 49ers?
Yeah, Seahawks lost week 1. Cardinals lost last week.
Okay, yeah. So actually, both of these teams' only loss is to the Niners there. Seems like in the chat, seems like there's a lot of Seahawks love here. This is a game where I think I feel like I've seen kind of love for actually both sides. But I am going to get into that a little bit later. Let's start with Nick here. Nick, what do you have for this game?
I like the over here. Outside of player props, I think the over 43.5. I think both teams will have a good offensive showing. I think that this game, it just reads to me as an over, and that's what I'm kind of leaning as. I believe Kyler Murray will be able to have a better showing than he has, and Sam Darnold will be able to move the ball consistently.
Okay. Well, Nick is liking the over here. Jefe, what are you on, man?
I'll just do a side. I'm going heavy on the props in this one. I think there's some good spots. But in terms of a side or a total, I'm going with the Seahawks here on the money line. I think defense travels. I was not impressed with the Cardinals last week. They had that game, they lost that game. They had that game, they lost that game. I'm not seeing a lot of continuity on the offensive side. And that worries me against a team like Seattle, who really knows their identity on offense and defense, to be honest with you. You know their game plan. Even without Charbonnet, Kenneth Walker can absolutely be the workhorse. They can run you down there. And then JSN, if you don't know, you better know, is an absolute wide receiver one. On the opposite side, the Cardinals just, they lost James Conner, and that sucks. I think Trey Benson's going to be perfectly fine taking over that role. But that's not my worry. My worry is Marvin Harrison Jr. needs to change his last name if he's going to continue this shit. He can't hold that last name. He just can't. He's bad, and if he's not good, the Cardinals don't have anything much to work with in that wide receiver room, and that worries me. Because if you're one-dimensional on offense with a defense as good and as well coached as Seattle's is, they're gonna freaking make your day a living hell. And that's my worry, that the Cardinals are going to try to establish run game early with Trey Benson, first ever, big start for him. Yeah. Seattle's going to be all over it, forcing Kyler to kind of do makeshift plays where he's looking for a guy wide open, running back there for his life. I could see a pick being thrown. I could see Kyler making Kyler mistakes like he did in the past. I'm more worried about that than I am Seattle and Darnold coming out flat. So give me the Seahawks on the money line.
I have a question for you, since you you brought it up to light. Is it Kyler Murray or is it Marvin Harrison?
It's Marvin. At this point, it's Marvin. We said this on our Monday recap show. There was a ball last week. No bullshit. I really think I could have caught it. I really think that ball that he dropped and then oh my God, what's the linebacker for and then Warner gets over him, like taunting him. I'm telling you guys, I think all three of us could have caught that ball. It's on Marvin at this point, and I think he even knows it based on his post-game presser. Like, he knows it. That's the problem. Because if you know it and you're talented enough, we know you're talented enough, something's not clicking. Mm-hmm. And that's what worries me. And this ain't the team where he's going to figure it out on, because their DBs are great. And I think is Witherspoon out for this one?
I think he's actually leaning towards playing.
Or is he back? He was out last week. I was wondering if because of short rest they are keeping him off. But even without him, that is a team that has drafted so damn well in their secondary that they're very talented.
Yeah. Looks like we're
here. Oh, Witherspoon is back? Good luck. God bless. See you later.
He is back.
I think just touching on that, then we'll touch on the props. I think the Seattle plays a lot of zone coverage, and Marvin Harrison has a bigger uptick in zone coverage compared to man. But we'll touch that later.
No, and I get that, Nick, but right now he can't catch a ball wide open. So zone coverage, double nickel, whatever, man on man, don't care, blitz, banana wide 32, doesn't matter. He cannot catch a ball when he's wide open right now. It's all mental. I'll be very interested to see what type of game he plays, because his over-unders are funny, to say the least. Very funny.
Guys, I have a lot to say on this game here, and actually y'all have both kind of touched on different points of mine here. So we're just gonna go through them here. As far as this Cardinals team, as far as this side, the Cardinals opened up as the dog here, and now they are the 1.5 point favorite. And I'm honestly surprised this number has not moved further. I get it that this is a divisional game on a Thursday night, so actually now you're getting the home team as the dog. So I guess that's what kind of appeals to actually some there, and actually I understand it. But for this spot here, I do make the Seahawks a clear favorite here. I do actually make this -3 with an actual money line of -165. The Cardinals team, this team is banged up. We've already gone actually over that. And actually, as far as the offensive line is definitely banged up. I'm actually not sure if actually anybody touched on that one. But the offensive line tonight, I believe, is going to have a long night.
For the Cardinals, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. It's Paris. Whatchamacallit? God, it's not Campbell. Come on, John. Paris Johnson?
Yeah, the cornerback, right?
No.
That's Will Johnson. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know.
Oh my God, what the hell is this guy's name? It's got to be Paris Johnson. I'm not making that up. That's too good of a name to make up. He was like their top pick from 2 years ago. He was out last week, and I don't think he's back this week.
Is that his name?
Oh God, I'm going.
Paris Johnson Jr. He was limited as of Tuesday.
There you go. I'm on that shit. Paris Johnson,
Yeah.
I think it was in Paris Campbell.
Injury report 17 hours ago.
Okay, well, guys, guess who has the #1 pressure rate in the league?
Seahawks.
That is the Seahawks.
Bro, they're really good defensively. It's weird that nobody's taking notice.
They are. As far as rankings, I actually do have them in the top 5 now as far as this defense is for real. But something that kind of Nick brought up or was starting to bring up, the Seahawks have been playing a lot of cover 4 and a lot of cover 6. And if you look as far as actually Kyler Murray, that is what he plays the worst against there. His actually numbers pretty they actually decreased quite a bit through actually like almost all of his stats against that. And that's what I think you're going to see a lot of the Seahawks playing here. Then on the offensive side, quarterback for the Seahawks, Mr. Sam Darnold. He's been playing really well. Has he been doing anything flashy, crazy? No. He's just been playing a lot of good football, a lot of smart football. If you go by numbers, just for this season, which the season is obviously not very far along yet, he's the top-ranked quarterback in the entire league. Is he actually the #1 quarterback in the league? No. But that just shows you that he's been playing well and just been playing, like I said, just actually what I think is smart ball. Tonight, I think the Seahawks defense is actually like what's going to win this game. Like I just said, I actually have them in actually my top 5 now. And I think that they're going to do enough. And then the offense, I think, is just going to do – they're, going to do well. Like I said, I don't see this as a high-scoring game. But, yeah, I think the offense is definitely going to do enough here. And as far as the market goes, as far as the team starting off as the 1.5-point dog and then flipping to the 1.5-point favorite, if you just look at the market trends here, this is very good. And actually, as far as this spot, these teams win at a very high rate, and especially as the road favorite now, that actually goes up even more. And then a divisional road favorite that goes up even more. So for me, this is a Seahawks play. Love this. This sets up well as far as the market trends, as far as my power number, as far as just the X's and O's. To me, everything here sets this up as a Seahawks play. If actually this game was on Sunday, I would have a massive play here. But Thursday night is the only thing keeping me. I mean, I still have a large play on it, but it's the only thing keeping me from not going really big here on it. Because Thursday nights, they are tough games, but we still are at the start of the season to where I don't think that really comes into play as much. Okay. What do you guys do? Well, actually, as far as actually Jefe goes there, I know he agrees. Nick, what are you thinking there, man?
I'm just not bought into the Seahawks yet.
Okay.
this will be a game that tells me a little bit more about their offense, whether Sam Darnold is able to carry this team. Not that carry the team, but come out and win a divisional game.
Right.
Come out and show that he is progressed in his. I'm just not bought in yet. They had a great offensive showing against the Saints, but the Saints are the Saints. They had a good offensive output against the Steelers, but Justin Fields put 32 on them. So I'm still not bought in yet. I think this will tell me a lot more because both those teams didn't really look too good against the 49ers. They're kind of shaky. You could use that as a read. I like, and here's the one thing which I'm very scared of. Everyone's saying Seahawks. I found very few saying Cardinals, and whenever everyone's saying one team, I usually try to lean the other way. So that's what's if I wasn't seeing so many Seahawks backers, I'll probably be more confident in Seahawks here. But I'm just expecting a closer game. And when it comes down to it, is Sam Darnold going to be able to make that play? I don't know. It's Kyler Murray, again, he's I don't know too. It's going to come down to the defense. I just think, for me, this is a better player prop game for me as far as everything there. And that's kind of where I'm at. And that's why I'm leaning the 43.5 because I like more player props than anything.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and jump into those guys. What do you have?
I got over on Marvin Harrison here. I think he needs to have a better. I am buying,
right, brother.
I am buying into Marvin.
You like the pain, don't you?
I do, and I do like the juice. I like the juicy odds that they're giving. I think this might be one of the lowest ones you'll get him at before it starts moving back up to the 50s and 60s. He's sitting at, I think earlier in the week it was actually at like 42.5. I think it moved up to like 47 now. I just think he has to start getting going, and they have to get him some easy like plays, like a wide receiver screen or even like a slant route, just to kind of get his confidence built back up. And I think this is one of Marvin's. It's gonna be one of his better games. And I'm over here on the over on Marvin Harrison.
What do you think about his alt lines?
I will probably take that up and ride it. I think 70 is where I'll feel confident taking 70. Anything over 70 is kind of like you just want to hit a lot of.
That was exactly the number that I was going to. I think if you do like him, as actually like as far as a buy low spot, which this definitely is. I feel like instead of like laying like juice to play his prop, that it would be better to like sell up and actually get a good price. And actually, just like you said, I think I would take that up to like the 70 range there.
Yeah. Anything over, you're just putting in a lotto. He could hit it, he probably not. But I think 70 is a good number. 50, I'll probably put in like one of my 3-leg parlays. Again, you could buy it up to 60 and 70 if you want to have some fun.
Gotcha. Are there any other props that you guys like?
So, as far as targeting Marvin Harrison, I kind of like Kyler Murray over 200 passing yards here. I know this is like kind of a weird prop, but I was just looking at his Thursday night performances. And he's had two. There's only been one time he hasn't gone over. I think he's sitting at 219 right now. And 4 Thursday night games, he's gotten 241, 269, 274, and 204. So I think he's gonna have a better Thursday night showing here and get the passing game going because James Conner really made them kind of easy to run the ball. Trey Benson, this is his first start, his first test as the primary back. I think they're gonna try to get the passing game going, and then it'll be easier for him to run the ball.
Makes sense. Yeah. As far as the Seattle defense goes, I just really think it's going to be a tough night for actually the Cardinals here. But Hef.
All right, boys. Here we go. I'm going to give my favorite one at the end here. First one, this is my lottery toss. This is just a Ken Walker.
I'll drop my 3-leg at the end too. I'm sorry.
Ken Walker first TD. Plus 650 odds. I don't care if Cardinals get the ball first. Doesn't bother me. I think Seattle can get them off the field. Seattle gets the ball first. I think they'll methodically work their way up. Short passes, feeling out the schemes of the Cardinals defense, and I think Ken Walker can see himself in the end zone early and get that first TD for us. I'd also taken any time. I would watch out for Charbonnet. He's officially questionable. So depending on which way you want to lean with that, if you think Charbonnet's going to play, I would take that anytime. I would wait. If you don't think he's going to play, take it now because that number's going to get worse. Moving on to two on the Cardinals side, actually. Kyler Rush yards, 20.5. He's going to be running for his life at times. And I think they'll have some design plays for him, running plays. They do about 5 to 7 carries a game anyway for him. He should be able to find his spots and get his rush yards, especially on those weird broken plays that he somehow scrambles like on the sideline, somehow gets 12 yards. My second Cardinal prop, and this is a tough one. I'm going with Trey Benson rushing attempts over 14.5. So this is the first game where there is no RB2, so to speak, right? Connor was RB1, Benson RB2, and then we're doing about a 70-30 share, honestly. Connor was getting anywhere between 11 to 13 carries. Benson was getting anywhere between 3 and 6. No more Connor. Benson, if you take the aggregate, he should be getting about 15 carries. I don't even know who their RB2 is. DeMarcado, maybe? Intel factor, their RB2 is Kyler, to be honest with you. That's why I like the Kyler Rush yards. But I do think they will try to get Trey Benson involved early and often, being that it's his first game as RB1. They have an extended rest after this with the kind of fake bye week that they have because they're playing on Thursday. They want to get some film on him, obviously, and I think they're going to try him try him a lot in the running attacks and different formations. So that's my other one, over 14.5. Back to Seattle for my favorite prop, my POD from this game. I like it just as much as I like the Seattle Seahawks money line. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba over 79.5 receiving yards. If you guys don't know, you guys should really find out ASAP that this man is going to be regarded as a top 10 wide receiver, probably by the end of the year, no doubt about it. Right now, he's already a top 10 in my eyes. But he's had 2 games where he had over 100 receiving yards, and the one game that he didn't, he had in the high 90s. The fact that you could still get him at 79.5 for minus 135 odds is nothing less than Vegas telling you that they don't know how cured he is from his flu-like symptoms when he still dropped over 100 yards, almost 100 yards last week with a touchdown, and that mixed with a short week of rest. Personally, I think 80 yards is extremely obtainable for him with a Cardinal secondary that, other than Baker, I'm not really impressed with. Excellent. And Will John, I want to shout Will Johnson too. Will Johnson's good. He deserves me to say his name. He's actually been really good for them. Steelers, nobody's talking about it. They stole him in that draft. I forgot what his issue was. Was it off the field or was it injury? But either way, the DB from Michigan should have been a top 5 pick.
I want to say it was a
great pick. Was it off the field? I think it was. I don't remember if it was injury based or if it was off the field, domestic violence, drinking, something like that.
Yeah, we have our hockey guy, or really shouldn't say the hockey guy, the hockey god. There's no hockey capper. But I know better than this guy here, Nick Fleming in the chat. He's saying JSN longest reception over. I do think that is nice too because he is definitely a yards after catch guy. It just doesn't have to be that deep throw. Then we got our new person in the YouTube chat here. What are we saying? I think this is going to be a defensive game. You got to go with their defense and Seahawks. Yeah, man. I'm on board with that. I really think the same thing. Matter of fact, guys, in this game, I am playing no props. I like my edge on the Seahawks here. So I'm like just
JD, that's the most freaking boringest thing I've heard in my goddamn life.
Probably is. It probably is. That is definitely how I'm feeling tonight, guys. So yeah, just gonna sit back with that play on Seahawks. Guys, if you don't have anything else, we're gonna.
I just want to drop my 3-leg because I had a 3-leg. I dropped it last week. That hit my 3-leg of the day. We're hoping for points here. Anytime it props, you kind of hope for points. I'm not really the under kind of guy here. We're gonna have some fun. I'm taking Marvin Harrison 50 yards, Kyler Murray 250, and a Cooper Kupp anytime touchdown Those odds are sitting at plus 1,200 on FanDuel currently, and that's kind of what I'm riding with there.
Like it. Guys, I think it's time we get into our prop of the day. That is brought to you by the Hall of Fame app. As you can see down at the bottom there. I'm going to go ahead and bring this one up here. This is the prop we found. As far as the Cardinals tonight, as far as their kicker, we got Chad here. We're going to go, let me pull this up so I can see it. We're going to go with his field goals made at least 2+. So far this season in the 3 games, he actually has made 2 in each of those 3 games. And like I said, I think that this Seattle defense is going to keep them from actually getting in the end zone and to be at a point where, as far as field goals, that they have to kick them here. So at this number, at this price here, you still have a very solid edge on this price. So it's one that I definitely like. You know what, Jefe, you were talking about some like numbers as far as JSN. So I'm going to try to bring them up and see what Hall of Fame. Make me log back in. Give me just a second. Go to research here. Players. JSN. Okay, so this is as far as the matchup, it actually grades out as an A for him, which is very good. Let's go to just this season, guys. As you can see, you can do a lot of things here. You can filter a lot of things here. Let's just go to this season, and just like Jefe said, he has had over 90 in actually every single game this year. 124, 103, and 96. You actually took him at what price?
79.5.
Took him at 79.5. You can get 90 plus at actually a plus number here. I don't really think that's bad. But if you want to do that number there, you can still get that on DraftKings at minus 133, which, I definitely like that. But as far as the matchup here, you saw the grade. The grade was an A, and you can see here why. Because as far as the Arizona defense, that's these numbers here you're looking at here. And as far as reception yards, they're ranked almost dead last, guys, meaning that they give up receiving yards. So you can see that they're good against the rush here, but not good against the pass. So yeah, guys, those are some ways that you can see how the Hall of Fame app works. And also, as you can see on the bottom of the screen there, you can get 50% off your first month here, plus a 7-day free trial, guys. You can just try it out. Promise, try it out, and actually you will like this. And if you don't like it, well, hey, but the other's fine also. But you can use that for promo code ATB50. That's promo code ATB50. Our guy Mason ladder JSN up to 110. I think I like that also. And look at that. We also have another VIP guy here in the chat. RC, I believe this is the first time I've ever seen you in here, man. It's nice to see you. And he took the A's over. Did you take their team total over, or did you take the full game there, man? But definitely nice to see you here. Well, guys, we have one thing left to do. That is our best bets. I'm sure that's what everybody's here. That's what everybody wants to know. Jefe, who are our best bets brought to you by?
Well, as you know, they're brought to us by the one, the only Hall. No, I don't know what they're brought by.
Funded Steak.
Funded Steak.
Funded Steak. And now we're going to play a little clip for you to learn a little bit more about Funded Steak.
Where's Derek?
Okay.
It's either JD's moving, hasn't moved in 5 seconds, or he's frozen. It's
Fundedsteak.io, the ultimate platform sports traders looking to unlock their potential without risking their own money. We're here to help you transform your sports betting skills into a profitable and sustainable business. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Fun and Stake gives you the tools and capital to scale your success. Here's how it works. 1. Choose your account. Pick an account size that fits your needs, starting from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. Your journey starts here. 2. Take the challenge. Hit the profit target while sticking to our risk management rules. For example, with a $10,000 account, aim for $3,300 in profit, place a minimum of 25 sports bets, and maintain the required daily and total loss limits. 3. Get funded. Once you pass the challenge, we'll provide the capital for you to trade. You can keep up to 80% of your profits while we take on all the financial risks. At fundedstake.io, you'll benefit from a fully personalized dashboard where you can monitor your trades, track your challenge progress, and place real-time bets on all major sports leagues. Our platform is built for transparency, ease of use, and performance. With fundedstake.io, you can focus on winning and scaling your success while we cover the risks. No financial stress, just growth and profits. Fundedstake.io. Bet smarter, scale faster, win bigger.
Okay, I am back. I don't know what happened there, but everything froze on me.
You were so frozen.
Yeah.
So like everything played though, right?
Yeah. At least that's how I saw it.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. StreamYard just completely froze up on me. I don't know what happened there. But yes, best bets brought to you by Funded Stake, where you can bet with their money. And far as being funded by them, we now have 3 people that have been now. So everything's going well there. And I know we have another person who is actually on their second stage there and almost through. So that is wonderful to see. But yeah, guys, we're going to bring up Funded Stake here and give you our best bets of the day. Let's see. All right, we got Funded Stake up here. All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go. I'll take Marvin Harrison over.
Okay. Going to go to the game here.
We're going to have fun with that one.
And I'm just going to start searching Marvin Harrison.
We will take
receiving yards.
What line do they have?
Got a 49.5 at 101. You got a 46.5 at -116.
I like that one, the 46.5.
God, man. Really just giving yourself a rough night.
Actually, I freeze again there.
The screen is frozen, but you're not frozen?
Okay. So which bet did you want to go with?
We will go with the Marvin Harrison over 46.5.
Over 46.5. Okay.
Yeah.
StreamYard is not liking me right now, so
what's up, Alpha?
All right, we got that one placed. Alpha, what is up, man? Yeah. Hi. I can see you now. You came in right when I don't know. Everything crashed on me. So here we go. All right, so we got that in. Jefe, what is your best bet tonight, man?
Jackson Smith and Jigba, formerly known as the artist JSN.
Mm-hmm. Are you just taking his yards?
Over the yardage, yeah.
There's got to be some Ohio State competitiveness here, right? Marvin Harrison, JSN, Marvin's got to be yo.
Well, I'll tell you right now, JSN's looking like the number one out of that
entire
crop between
100%.
Marv, what is it, Garrett Wilson, who's the other one? Olave?
Olave, yeah. And then you could even throw Mecca Ibuka in there, although he just got drafted.
Oh, shit, wait, technical foul, Nick. He really might be the best one.
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we got some options here, man. We got 79.5 yards.
Yeah, let's go for that minus 2,222.
Or either we can
Connie, do me a favor. Who the hell is Terry McLaurin? Because that man has not been in the NFL for a solid year. Do not put him in the same atmosphere as those beautiful Ohio State wide receivers we just spoke about. Scary Terry's really letting me down recently. Not playing him at all.
Did they come out with anything yet? It's kind of scary. He's getting a second opinion here.
There's no way. Not playing this week. I'll tell you that.
Do you think he's going to be? I think might be done for the season.
That would be crazy.
That'd be great.
I can't see because I hate this red on like black. Does that say 82.5?
Yes.
At minus 120? Nah, brother. We'll take the juice and go to 79.5.
Okay.
I in the juice.
Trying the juice there.
Connie, I do agree. Ohio State is like Ohio State and LSU. One of them is wide receiver U. Right. I understand that LSU has the big flashy names, the Justin Jefferson, the Jamar Chase. You want to take it back to OBJ, obviously, with Malik Neighbors as well. But if you just talk about longevity and great NFL wide receivers that show up and are not divas, Ohio State takes the cake, in my opinion.
I think personally, Brian Thomas Jr. is dragging him down right now.
Oh my God! And that's another one. What happened to him? My God.
Well, as far as actually alpha today, guys, you see that he's on the Astros and the
I'm on the Astros as well. I said that.
But my best bet for the show, I think everybody knows where I'm going. Going Seahawks on the money line. And we're going to play that big tonight, guys.
Ooh.
Big tonight.
Okay.
Ooh, can't go that big. Oh, we have plays on this game, and you can't go more than that.
Oh, they limit the play.
They limit it off for all the same game. We've already put y'all's in. I still should be able to put 1,000. Then you know what? Since I could only put a little bit on there, we're gonna go to the MLB.
You're gonna drop a hammer on something?
Yeah, we're gonna go over to the. I'm gonna go to the Mets and Cubs game here. See if I can search this. Yes, I can. Team total. We're going to go with the Mets team total over 3.5 minus 127. That's baseball play tonight. I really like. As far as Shota for the Cubs, he has given up at least 3 runs in each of his past 5 games. The Mets obviously need this game. That doesn't mean they will win it, but I do think that the Mets bats will at least show up and be able to get us to 4 runs here. So this is my favorite place tonight. I'm going to go ahead and put this up, guys, so everybody can see it. As far as fun at stake that we just went over, you can actually get 20% off of any challenge there using code MBM20. And then, like we also said right before that, the Hall of Fame app, you can get 50% off your first purchase there, plus a 7-day free trial with code ATB50.
Oh, I just realized Alpha was in the chat. Hey, Alpha, you want a good laugh? Go watch the beginning of the show. I did a phenomenal interpretation of you. The people were going crazy. They are saying I might get nominated for an Oscar for Best Short Film. That's not me talking. That was what Nick said. So please go take a look and let me know what you think in the comments, and maybe we'll put your comment up on the screen if you're lucky enough.
Appreciate it, Thomas. I'm just going to say I'm going to be glad for Alpha to be back tomorrow. I didn't think I would be saying that.
That's
today.
Messed up. Jesus
Wow.
Christ. I'm right fucking. You know what?
I feel like I'm a little offended. I feel like
no. For actually me, so I don't have to host.
I would have hosted, okay? But the problem is if I would have hosted, we would have done a 35-minute segment to start the show with. By the way, if you think we're ending the show without me getting in a word about the God, the legend himself, Francisco Mendoza of Indiana, guys, let me tell you something. There's a reason why he's the Heisman favorite. He's going to absolutely steamroll Iowa this weekend. Good luck. And that team is a faux real. They have a lot of big games coming up later in the year. That conference play schedule they have is brutal. But right now, Francisco is the man. And I love Indiana this weekend.
That is. Well, guys, that was
fun. One last word that I would like to talk. Aaron Judge is the MVP. That is all. This is not a home run contest. It's the most valuable player contest.
Oh, Nick, see, we got to end the show. I'm a Yankees fan. But I could really sit here and argue with you for the next 15 minutes.
No, this wasn't an argument. This was just me saying Aaron Judge
now hits 3 more home runs. I'm sorry. That's going to be a really tough call. And I know the difference in OPS and I know the difference in average, but that's going to be an impossible call for a voter.
Mason, that was a great bet, man. Yeah, you got a absolutely great line there.
Brother, Franny Mendoza will have him up by that in the first half of the first quarter. Oh no, Connie, I know, but I'm calling him Francisco. Believe me, no, I know. Because let's Connie, let's be honest with this. Fernando, Francisco, which one is funner to say? Francisco.
Yep, for sure. Well, guys, that was a fun one. Jefe, do you have any last words?
No, I already got too excited. I said my last words. That's usually how it happens.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be back tomorrow. We have our NFL show tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. We do have a special guest on for that show. We will see everybody tomorrow right here at the same place, same time. Alpha will be back. And, yeah, tonight we have a fun game on tonight. There's only one thing left to do there. Go Seahawks. Let's fucking win.
Woo!
Later, guys.